The furry fandom is a vibrant and creative community centered around a shared interest in anthropomorphic animals, often expressed through art, stories, and role-playing. Its appeal lies in the opportunity to create and explore unique characters that blend human and animal traits. The welcoming and accepting nature of the fandom has attracted a diverse range of individuals, including a notable number of transgender people. The inclusive atmosphere within the furry community provides a supportive space for self-expression and self-discovery, which can resonate particularly well with transgender individuals seeking acceptance and understanding. The ability to adopt and adapt identities through their personas may offer a form of liberation and exploration for those navigating their gender identities. As both the furry fandom and society as a whole become more accepting and informed about gender diversity, it's natural that transgender individuals find solace, connection, and a platform for creative expression within this community. Transgender individuals often find a welcoming haven within the furry fandom due to its inherent characteristics of inclusivity, imagination, and self-expression. The ability to create anthropomorphic characters allows for exploration and embodiment of identities that may not align with their physical bodies. While exact statistics are hard to quantify, there's a noticeable representation of trans people in the furry community, with anecdotes and personal accounts attesting to their prevalence. The presence of trans furry content creators on platforms like YouTube and Twitch is significant, with several YouTubers and streamers openly discussing their experiences and perspectives as both transgender and furry individuals. Across social media platforms, trans furries engage in discussions, share their art, stories, and experiences, contributing to a sense of community and visibility. Pinpointing the country with the most trans furries is challenging due to the global nature of the fandom, but regions with active LGBTQ+ communities and progressive attitudes towards gender identity tend to have larger populations of trans furries. Talking about the documentary of the fandom by Ash Coyote. The furry documentary created by Ash Coyote is a remarkable exploration into the furry fandom, shedding light on its intricacies and dispelling misconceptions. Ash Coyote's unique perspective as a trans intersex woman adds depth and empathy to the series, as she herself navigates both the complexities of her identity and the furry community. Her journey from starting the documentary series to eventually turning it into a movie exemplifies her dedication to fostering understanding and acceptance. By sharing personal experiences and the stories of others within the fandom, the documentary has become an important resource for those seeking to comprehend the diverse and creative world of furries. As society becomes more open to discussing gender identity in diverse communities, the documentary's impact is poised to inspire more trans and other interested individuals to join the furry fandom. The visibility and understanding created by Ash Coyote's work pave the way for a future where the fandom becomes even more inclusive and welcoming to people of all backgrounds and identities. Mental health for trans people in the community. Research suggests that transgender individuals, in general, may experience higher rates of mental health challenges due to the intersection of gender dysphoria, societal discrimination, and lack of acceptance. When considering the furry fandom, which can be a supportive and accepting space for many, trans furries might still face unique stressors. The disconnection between one's physical appearance and their identified gender might lead to increased feelings of dysphoria, even within the furry community where they can express themselves more freely. Additionally, the broader societal stigma and lack of understanding about both being transgender and being a furry can compound feelings of isolation and anxiety. However, it's essential to note that the furry community can also provide significant support and validation for trans individuals, potentially mitigating some of these mental health challenges. The sense of belonging, creative expression, and freedom to explore different aspects of identity within the fandom can serve as a buffer against these issues. As the furry community continues to become more educated about mental health and gender diversity, there's potential for increased awareness, empathy, and initiatives aimed at providing resources and support for trans furries. Ultimately, while challenges persist, the community's collective efforts to foster understanding and inclusivity can contribute to positive mental health outcomes for all its members. As well as trans kids goes in the fandom. Trans kids within the furry fandom face a complex intersection of challenges and opportunities. On one hand, the fandom provides a space where they can explore and express their identities freely, fostering a sense of belonging and acceptance that might be lacking in other aspects of their lives. This can have a positive impact on their mental health by offering an outlet for creative expression and a supportive community. However, trans kids can also encounter difficulties within the fandom. Navigating the intricacies of gender identity while also engaging with the furry subculture might amplify feelings of vulnerability and isolation, especially if they face negative reactions or prejudice from some individuals within or outside the community. Parental acceptance can vary widely. While many parents are supportive, there have been instances of misunderstandings or resistance towards both the child's identity as trans and their involvement in the furry fandom. To support trans kids in the furry fandom, it's crucial for both the community and society at large to foster an environment of understanding and empathy. Encouraging open discussions about gender identity and mental health, providing resources for parents to educate themselves, and creating safe spaces for trans kids to connect can all be helpful. Ensuring that online platforms and conventions have policies in place to prevent bullying or discrimination is also vital. Ultimately, by offering guidance, fostering inclusivity, and promoting awareness, we can collectively create a more supportive and affirming environment for trans kids within the furry community.